Red cup, turn down 4. Hey.
Changes, don't face the changes. Don't wanna be a rich one. Changes, don't face the changes. Don't. What's the lyrics? Don't wanna be a rich one. Don't let change me, but I won't change time. Oh, I love that. So I first heard that song in Shrek 2. That to me, that's the most. That's the best track. That is the best Shrek. I don't care what anybody says. Shrek 2 was just. It was just. Not to say that the first one was bad. Okay. So let me say this. So the first one was not bad. It wasn't bad at all. It wasn't bad. It's iconic. It's iconic. But 2 gave me just a whole different thing. 2 was good because 1 was like the introduction to everybody into the, it followed more of the fairy tale, role. Usually, okay, that's what it is. Usually fairy tales for me, if they're made into a movie or a cartoon or animation, whatever, it's very hard for them to do, a sequel. It's hard for them to do a second one or a third one or, so on and so forth. In my opinion, Shrek to me was the only one that to me did it right, because to me it goes, if I have it in my order, it goes 1 being Shrek 2, then Shrek the third, and then the fourth. That's how I rank it. And 2 was good because 1 was, like I said, the introduction to everything, to everybody, to all the characters, to the format. Now we got to see what happened after, and what happens after is that, now they have to meet the parents. It's like, well, fuck, she married to an ogre. They thinking that she married to this fine ass prince, but she not. She married to an ogre, and then turned out full circle, she's an ogre as well, even though they fucking knew. But it's. And then the cat, I love the cat. He's my favorite because it's like he gets introduced as like this creepy, person in this, in this bar with the fucking evil stepsister. It was a total drag queen, and then he comes out and he's a cat, and then he just prefer it. And then not the fairy godmother. The fairy godmother does the whole movie for me. The fairy godmother does the movie for me because what did she say? My diet is ruined. I hope you're happy. And then you all mad and shit pull up to the drive-thru. Me. That's fucking me. It's fucking. Please, somebody get me something deep fried and smothered in chocolate. Oh, I love that movie so much. How did I get on talking about Shrek? I don't remember. I was singing that song, and that's why I first heard it, because it was in the second one when he turned into a man. That was another part of that was a great part of the movie too, where he turned into an actual human. We got to see what he looks like, human form. And in my opinion, it was fine as hell. But anyway, all right. So I guess we already jumped in, and we're jumping into this. Oh, I'm slurring my words. I'm not drunk, trust me. Well, all right. So yeah, we're getting into this. So we already jumped into this. How do I start this damn show? All right, All right, microphone check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did I skip any numbers? No, I did not. Anyway, I'm gonna do it again just because I feel better. I'm gonna feel better about it. All right, microphone check. 1. I said that wrong, didn't I? I don't say microphone check. I'll say microphone check. I'm stealing that from somebody. I feel so bad. Anyway, mic check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. That's what it is. What is up? What's happening? What's good? What's popping, everybody? Welcome and welcome back to the Marcus Fresh Show podcast. I'm your humble and gracious host, Marcus Fresh. What's up? How y'all doing? And look, we on a consistent schedule. Not really, but a little bit. I'm just kidding. What's up, y'all? I hope y'all doing good. Hello to all the returners. I love y'all so much. To my faithful subscribers, my faithful fans out there, I love y'all so much. If you are new here, if you have stumbled into this crazy mess, hi, how are you? My name is Marcus Fresh. If you don't know who I am, I'm many things. I'm an aspiring singer-songwriter. I'm the host of this damn show. My name is in the title. There's a lot of shit about me that you're just gonna figure out throughout watching all these other episodes, the show episodes that you should be watching. Because I have what I think, this is episode 8, so I got 7 out right now that you can catch right now on the YouTube. So if you want to see any of my other opinions, I forget what the fuck I talk about, but if you want to see all them crazy ass opinions and what I got to say, then go check those out. But before you go check those out, stay your ass right here and listen to this. All right, y'all. Welcome to episode 8 of the Marcus Fresh Show podcast. I am so glad to be here. I am happy to be here. It is Grammy week. Yeah. Yay. It is motherfucking Grammy week. Let's go. It is late as shit. Oh, Grammys are late this year. They have been pushed, postponed, all the way to March. They were supposed to happen, I think back the first week of February, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they were supposed to be then, but because of, the current pandemic and COVID, they had to push it back. They had to postpone it, push it back. That to me told me that they already knew the way that they were going to do it. That showed me that, okay, this was already planned. The Grammys were already planned. It just, because of the pandemic and what's going on, and because it one day it might be good, the next day the numbers could spike up, so that's what probably obviously happened. So that's redundant, but that's what probably happened. So they pushed it back all the way to March. So it is Grammy week. It is the 9th right now. It's about to be the 10th in a couple hours. But it is the 9th right now, and the Grammys are the 14th of March. So it is Grammy week. So that means I have to fucking go over these Grammy nominations. I'm going to go over them very quickly because Grammys, what we do again? What are we doing? What are we doing? Grammy Academy, what are we doing? No Weekend nominations, no Kehlani nominations, no Kiana Lede nominations. And then who is nominated? You know what? We'll get into it. We're going to get into it. I'm going to go through the predictions very quickly. I'm going to see who I think wins. I'm going to see who I think should not be in here. I think who should be in here. Whatever the case may be. We're going to go through all of that goodness. We're going to go through all of that. Yeah, and we got some other shit to talk about. We got a bunch of things on the board to talk about. But before we get into this episode, you know how we do it on the Marcus Fresh Show podcast. Make sure you get your stuff together, darling. You gotta get your shit. You know how we get down on the Marcus Fresh Show podcast. Get your candles. If you have your candles right now, you better go get your candles out. If you need whatever you need to get comfortable, go and get that shit right now. Go and get comfortable. Get your sweatshirt on. Get your warm fuzzy socks on. Get your pillow, your blanket. Get a little bit of drinks. Get your candles, your sage burning, Get, your puff if you need it, And get your, for my fellas, put on your Silky Sonic Durags on, baby. Because I'm about to take you on a ride adventure, baby. On a podcast I call the Marcus Fresh Show Podcast. Oh, we gonna get into that too, cause that was fucking yeah. So anyway, you know how we get down on the podcast, y'all. Get your candles out. I'm lighting my candles now. I have a new one actually. I got a new one. It is what is the flavor? Pomegranate fizz, and it smells really good. I burned this last night, and it really smelled up my room very nice. So. All right, so the candle is lit. So you know what that means. Let's jump into the show. All right, so I think I'm gonna start with Grammy nominations first and predictions because I just want to get that out the way. So I only really care about the general field really because that's kind of the music I listen to. So we're gonna get through these pretty quickly. Let me go to the top of the page right here. Let me see it right here. All right, so we have up first, we have Record of the Year. All right, so we have Black Parade by Beyonce, Colored by Pumas, Black Pumas, Rockstar by DaBaby featuring Roddy Ricch, Say So, Doja Cat, Everything I Wanted, Billie Eilish, Don't Start Now, Dua Lipa, Circles, Post Malone, Savage, Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce. Man, that is a lot of nominees. All right, those are some very good songs. Those are all some very good shits. Knowing that this is the Grammys, they probably gonna give it to Dua or Billy. But who I would like to win, I'm gonna either say I want Black Parade. I want to see if Say So is up for Song of the Year. Because if Say So's up for Song of the Year, then I want to give Say So probably. I might give Say So Song of the Year. I don't know about Record of the Year. Black Parade, I would love to see get that. Rockstar by DaBaby and Roddy Ricch, I wouldn't mind seeing them win that either. Savage by Megan Thee Stallion and featuring Beyonce. Neither. I would like to see that win as well. To be honest, I would love to see that win a rap category just to prove it to the men, just to stick it to the men. Like I could do this shit better than you niggas. Alright, the fuck. So yeah, I'm gonna say my first choice, Black Parade. I'm gonna say my first choice, Black Parade by Beyonce, because I thought it was a song that should have got more play than it did, but I think it still got enough play. Well, obviously it did. It's Grammy nominated. But just what Beyonce did and the timing, and it fell into what she was doing with the deluxe version of The Lion King, The Gift, and Black is King, and stuff like that. So I think it really, fit into what the whole thing Beyonce was going to do in 2020 and all the shit she could do. So I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that for Record of the Year. All right, next we have Album of the Year. We got Chilumbo by my girl Jhené Aiko. Black Pumas, Deluxe Edition by Black Pumas. Everyday Life, Coldplay. D. Jesse Volume 3, Jacob Collier. Music, or Woman in Music, Part 3, Haim, I don't know how to pronounce that. Future Nostalgia by Dua Lipa. Hollywood's Bleeding, Post Malone. And Folklore by Taylor Swift. Ooh, so yeah, see, this is where it gets interesting for me because I felt there should have been a lot more albums other than these. What are 8? These 8 in here. For example, why is Harry Styles' Fine Line not in here? Why is Doja Cat's Hot Pink not in here? Why is Kehlani's It Was Good Until It Wasn't is not in here? Why isn't The Weeknd not in here? You get what I'm saying? So that's where it's like, like Jacob Collier, apparently he's sickening because he over here writing for SZA, doing shit in the studio and shit, all other shit. So, apparently, I don't know, I haven't listened to the album yet. Coldplay, Everyday Life, I understand that. But if that's the case, then why are Black Pumas in here? Kind of pick one, Jhené Aiko, I'm happy that she's in here. Haim, I have no idea who the fuck you are. I might have to check you out because there's some interesting people on here. Dua Lipa, okay, maybe. Hollywood's Bleeding, and that's where I'm saying, like, okay, why is Hot Pink and Fine Line not in here then? That came out in 2019, late 2019. So why are those two albums not in here, but Hollywood's Bleeding on here? But okay, because it's Post Malone. And then obviously we got to throw the white girl in there, Taylor Swift, Folklore. I didn't like that album, to be honest with you. I wanted to like it. I wanted to like both albums Taylor put out, but I just didn't. I think I talked about this on the previous episode. But that's here or there. With these nominations, I'm gonna go with Chilombo. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Chilombo. Just because out of all of them, and other than that, it probably will either go to Dua, Post, or Taylor. One of them. It'll go to either one of them. All right, next song of the year. We got, again, Black Parade by Beyonce. The Box, Roddy Ricch. Cardigan, Taylor Swift. Circles, Post Malone. Don't Start Now, Dua Lipa. Everything I Wanted, Billie Eilish. And I Can't Breathe, her. Oh, wait, there's another one. What is this? If the World Was Ending. J.P. Saxe featuring Julia Michaels. I have not heard that song, so I gotta probably check that out. Very happy that I Can't Breathe and The Box are on here. I'm surprised that they were not mentioned or they weren't up for Record of the Year. But I love that they were nominated for Song of the Year. I'm gonna either go with I Can't Breathe or The Box, because I think that Black Parade is really gonna take Record of the Year. So I'm gonna either go with The Box or I Can't Breathe. I'm gonna go with that's the ones I'm gonna go with for Song of the Year. All right, this is an interesting one. This is probably one of my favorite categories. Best New Artist. So we got Ingrid and Andres. All right. And we got Phoebe Bridges. My bitch, my girl. The next girl up. My girl, my bitch Chica. We got Noah Cyrus. We got D-Smoke, Doja Cat, K Tronada, and Megan Thee Stallion. All right, so here's where I go a little bit, I don't want to say in depth, but here's where it gets a little, interesting for me. Because, number one, it's the Grammys. The Grammys think the way the Grammys think. They don't necessarily go to the biggest song. They don't necessarily go to the most important song. They don't go to the one that obviously is going to win. They try to shock us. They try to play us a little bit. So with these nominations for Best New Artist, there are a bunch of people I can really see taking this. I mean, the one I really. Actually, you know what? Let me scratch that. Let me continue. So, like I said, there's a bunch of people that could win this. I mean, I could see Noah Cyrus winning this. I could see D-Smoke winning this. I definitely see Doja Cat winning this. I see K Tronada winning this. I would really love K Tronada to win because that's a musician. That's a producer, artist type person that's, really doing it. I wouldn't be shocked if Megan Thee Stallion gets it, to be honest with you. I would love to see Chica get it. I would really love to see her get it, but actually I wouldn't, because typically Best New Artist, they never come back. If you really look at it, who has won Best New Artist in the past, very rarely have they come back and have done something like, oh, they're continuing. They're not just, oh, they just did this one project or they had this one great year and they won Best New Artist, and they just, there's very few that can do that and keep going, and not to say that Chica can't keep going. What I like to see, because my theory with the Grammys is that every time they nominate somebody that seems to be new, they will never give it unless it's obvious or whatever the case may be. They will never give it to the new one. They'll never give it to the rookie. It's usually, especially if they deserve it. For example, Bodak Yellow. They didn't give it to Cardi. What was that, in 2018? The Grammys in 2018. But same year her album came out, and we gave her what? We gave her Best Rap Album. So I'm kind of, I'm not hoping that for Chica. I do hope she wins it, because that would be just a big staple to all you motherfuckers that talk all y'all shit, but not about it. But I would love it for, okay, let's say hypothetically she doesn't win it. Let's say hypothetically Chica doesn't win it. They don't give it to her. They give it to, Phoebe Bridges, because that's another person I see who can get it. They give it to somebody like that. It's like, okay, then Chica, I want you to come back, because I know the album's coming. I know we're getting the album. I think we're getting the EP this week, I think you said. Okay, because actually, also, shout out to you. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Chica. I believe she did say that, we're getting the EP this week, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if I would want to start any rumors like that, but that's just how I interpret the post that she posted on her Instagram. So I would love for her to come this year and really, give it. I want the project. I don't really want the EP. I want the full album, but I'll take the EP. I will take the EP. And I know it's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be great because everything she's done up to this point has been great. I have damn near all her discography downloaded. So I know she's going to come and deliver. But I would love if, let's say, she doesn't win this year, that next year the project or even the EP, or hopefully she releases the album as well in the same year, that gets the recognition and wins. The project or the EP gets, album of the year recognized, or, something like that, or a bunch of the songs get, up there for record of the year, song of the year, and she wins that. That's, I would love to see that as well. But I would, also love to see her win this one. But to be honest, do I see the Academy giving her this because she's so new and so fresh and so young? I'm surprised. I was so shocked that they gave it to her. I was so shocked that I'm not shocked. I was happy and surprised that they gave Chika Best New Artist nomination. I really think Industry Game should have been up for something. That should have been up for something. Even if it was an EP, that should have been up for something. That's just my humble opinion. I'm also surprised that Jack Harlow wasn't put up in here. But I guess his mixtapes don't count because his album came out, I think, in, October? So by that, the deadline's over. So, okay, makes sense. And who do I see taking it? Either I would love it if Doja took it. I would love it if Megan took it. I would love it if Kaytranada took it. I do see Phoebe or Noah taking this. I would love it if Chika took it, but you already heard my piece with that. Moving on, we have Best Pop Solo Performance. We got You Got That Yummy Yum, That Yummy Yum by Justin Bieber. You have Say So by Doja Cat. Everything I Wanted, Billie Eilish. Don't Start Now, Dua Lipa. Watermelon Sugar, finally, by Harry Styles. And Cardigan, Taylor Swift. I'm going to say Best Pop Solo Performance. I'm either going to say Watermelon Sugar or Say So. Yeah. Yes, because Watermelon Sugar, the song is great. The vocally is great. The video is everything. When he performs it live, it sounds great. It sounds like the record. Just love the record so much. Say So's just a jam. Say So is the jam that we needed but didn't know we needed. It was that Doja almost damn near brought the two-step back. And you know how many people have tried to bring the two-step back? And Doja damn near almost brought the two-step back. So my piece stands with that. So I'm going to say either Watermelon Sugar or Say So. I'm going to say those two for that. Next, we have Best Pop Duo Group Performance. We have Dia, One Day. J Balvin, Dua Lipa, Bad Bunny, and Tiny. Intentions, Justin Bieber featuring Quavo. Dominate, or Dynamite. I'm colorblind. I'm blind. Dynamite, BTS. Rain on Me, Lady Gaga with Ariana Grande. And Exile, Taylor Swift featuring Bon Iver. I'm going to give this to Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande, Rain on Me. Everything else was... nothing else seems stronger than that. So I'm going to give that to the two ladies. Next, we have Best Pop Vocal Album. We have Changes, Justin Bieber. Chromatica, Lady Gaga. Future Nostalgia, Dua Lipa. Fine Line, Harry Styles. And Folklore by Taylor Swift. I will give this to... I'm giving this to Harry Styles. Of course, obviously. I'm sorry, I forgot he was in there. I'm giving that to Harry Styles. Everybody else's album was It had a couple songs on there, but wasn't a cohesive album. Harry's was a cohesive album. It was great. I loved it. So... Also, I'm sorry, y'all, if this audio is kind of weird. I'm looking down to the screen so I can see. all of the nominees. All right, we're going through some rock stuff that I really don't care about and some alternative shit. All right, here we go. R&B. All right, best R&B performance. We have Lightning and Thunder, Janae Eiko featuring John Legend. We have Black Paradise or Parade, Black Paradise, Black Parade by Beyonce. All I Need, Jacob Collier featuring Mahalia and Ty Dolla $ign. Goathead, Brittany Hayward or Howard, and See Me, Emily King. I will give this to Beyonce, but I want Beyonce to take two. I want two for Beyonce. Yeah. I want Beyonce to rack up, just cause she can. You know, I want her to rack up just cause she can. Cause it's like, look, y'all snubbed me for Lemonade. Y'all know I should have won. Then because of that, y'all felt sad. So as a pity gift, y'all gave me Everything Is Love with my husband, and. You know, I should just, at this point, you already know I'm sickening. I should just give it. Why are we playing? You know, why are we playing? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? You know? So, yeah, I'm going to say that. If not, I'll give it to Janae Eiko. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. All right, we have Best R&B Song. We have Better Than I Imagined. What is this? Robert Glasper featuring her and Michelle. I don't know how to pronounce this last name. Black Parade by Beyonce. Collide, Tiana Major 9, and Earth Gang. Do It by Chloe and Halle. Slow Down, Skip Marley, and Her. So, best R&B song? I will probably won't give Black Parade this. I'm gonna give it to Do It, Chloe and Halle. You know, out of everybody else, I don't. You know, yeah. All right, this is a category that I'm interested in. Best progressive R&B album. What happened to best urban contemporary? Is that what this is supposed to be? Did y'all change the name of it again? Okay. Ooh, I'm hungry. Do y'all hear that? I hope y'all heard that. That was my stomach. I have this Wingstop looking right in front of me, but I'm eating it after I'm done recording. Anyway, so best progressive R&B album. We have Chilumbo, Janae Eiko. I don't know why I did that. We have Ungodly Hour, Chloe and Halle. Free Nationals by Free Nationals. Fuck Your Feelings, Robert Glasper. It Is What It Is by Thundercat. Ooh, shout out to Thundercat. That's a local LP brother up in here. It's either good. I'm either giving it to Chilumbo or Ungodly Hour. And that's another one, Ungodly Hour. Why was that not an album of the year? To me, that should have been an album of the year as well. But we digress. So, what do we got next? Best R&B album. We have Happy to Be Here, Ant Clemens. Take Time, Giveon. To Feel Loved, Luke James. There you go, Luke James. Finally gets you a nomination. Bigger Love, John Legend. And All Rise, Gregory Porter. Best R&B album? I'm gonna have to really dig into Luke James's project. I only heard, I think, a couple songs from there. Ant Clemens, I'm happy to see you in here. I didn't realize you put out a project. I want to see Giveon win one his first year. Giveon should have also been in first, in Best New Artist, but that's here or there. That's neither here nor there. I'm gonna say Giveon. I'm gonna say Giveon for best R&B album. Yeah. All right. Next, we have best rap performance. We have Deep Revenge. I am out of this. Alright, so we have Deep Reverence. I don't know if I said that right, but I guess that's what it is. Deep Reverence by Big Sean and Nipsey Hussle. Bop by The Baby. What's Poppin'? Jack Harlow. There we go, Jack Harlow. The Bigger Picture, The Lil Baby, and Savage by Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce. I'm going to either say Savage, best rap performance. They're going to give this to Big Sean and Nipsey Hussle. To me, I'm just going to say they're going to give that to him. If that's not the case, who I want to win, I want to see Jack Harlow win it or Megan Thee Stallion win it. Oh, I'm sorry. There's another one on here. Dior by Pop Smoke. Oh, they might give it to Pop Smoke. They might give it to Pop Smoke too. But I want Savage to win or What's Poppin'. I want those to win. All right, we have Best Melodic Rap Performance. Rockstar, DaBaby, and Roddy Ricch. That wins. That wins. I don't care what anything else is. That wins. And I think I said this before. I don't care. I don't need to see the rest of the list. I don't need to see the rest of that category. That's who wins. I'm sorry. That's just who wins. But we'll continue down. We have Laugh Now, Cry Later, Drake featuring Lil Durk. We have Lockdown, Anderson .Paak. The Box, Roddy Ricch. And Highest in the Room, Travis Scott. I'm surprised they put that on here. Yeah, I say Rockstar. Best Melodic Rap Performance. I'm gonna say I want to give it to Rockstar. Wouldn't be shocked if they gave it to Drake. Wouldn't be shocked if they gave it to Travis. Wouldn't be shocked if they gave it to Anderson. But I want to give it to DaBaby and Roddy Ricch. Roddy Ricch, that's 2 nominations in one. That's sickening. That's sickening. All right, Best Rap Song: The Bigger Picture, Lil Baby. The Box, Roddy Ricch. Laugh Now, Cry Later, Drake featuring Lil Durk. Rockstar, DaBaby featuring Roddy Ricch. And Savage, Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce. Best Rap Song? I'm going to say Savage featuring Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce. That's the one I wanted to take. I think it was what was that, Song of the Year? Or Record of the Year was in there, something like that? No, but I wanted to take Best Rap Song. I want those two to take the Best Rap Song. Anybody else? Could give it to Rockstar. Could give it to The Box. Could give it to Laugh Now, Cry Later. Lil Baby, I'm very happy to see you getting these nominations. You're being taken very seriously. I wish Gunna was taken a lot more seriously as well. Also Young Thug, but that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing for me. All right, Best Rap Album. This is where it also got interesting for me. So Best Rap Album, we have Black Habits, D-Smoke. We have Alfredo, Freddie Gibbs, and The Alchemist. A Written Testimony, Jay Electronica. King's Disease, Nas, and The Allegory, Rolls Royce. Or not Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce the 5'9". That's what we'll call him. Rolls Royce the 5'9". To be honest, I didn't listen to any of these albums. To be honest, except Black Habits. I have one song, the one with him and Ari. I'll say give it. You know what? Just because I know who worked on it and I know how it came about, I would love to see Nas get it. I would love to see D-Smoke get it. The journey and ride he's been on. I would love to see him get it. There were other rap albums I thought that should have been in. That should have been in this category. That should have been in the rap category. All right, let me look back to my best and worst albums list. Industry Games by Chica thought should have been in there. New Beginnings by Reason, I can understand why that wasn't in there because it kind of it was it didn't pass the deadline. I really thought Spillaging could have been in there. I mean, y'all considered The Dreamers, Revenge of the Dreamers. I thought y'all might consider that maybe. Blame It on Baby. I'm surprised it wasn't in there. Limbo by Amina. Sugar gonna be put in there, But I understand it. I see it. I get it. Shit, are there even some in the worst one? In the worst ones, I could have put it in there. Big Sean, I can understand why they didn't, because it's probably late. Yeah, so with rap this year, it was kind of a little okay. We song wise, it was good. We put out music. Rap, hip hop did put out music, but it was just it wasn't a lot of albums that came out. You know what I'm saying? You know. All right, so that's pretty much the nominations. So those are what I have. Those are the people that I want to win. Those are all the nominations that I really care about. If you want to go look at those nominations, go look at them. They're on the Grammy website or wherever you find them. Y'all, what did y'all used to do at sleepovers? That's a real question for y'all. I want you to hear y'all opinions on the comments. What y'all used to do in sleepovers? How long has it been since y'all done sleepovers? Cause for me, it's been I can't remember the last time I had a sleepover. Cause for me, cause here's the thing, I went to sleepovers, but I barely went to sleepovers. Like, cause for me, growing up, I grew up in Leimert Park, but I went to school out in Whittier where my mom worked. So, you know, the people that I went to school with, I wasn't really friends with them that much anyway. But it would be like if I was cool with them, if I was chill with them, and they did have slumber parties, I wasn't, around. I live all the way, 30, 40 minutes away, So those people in school, I didn't really have sleepovers with, and I didn't have that many friends in, Leimert Park or in LA where I lived, other than, my good sis Ava. So, and that's usually who the person I had all my, sleepovers with and stuff like that. That's who was like, we would have sleepovers, and then she had, there was this kid on the block named Chase who was a friend. He would come over sometimes. We have, sleepovers, and then, her dad knew someone whose daughter and her friend Paula and Reese, shout out to y'all if y'all listening. We would all have sleepovers. Like, I remember we would sleep over at Reese's house. We would sleep over at Paula's house, Ava's house, my house. Like, we would all have, blasts like that. We would have fun like that. And then I obviously had, sleepovers with my cousins and stuff like that. Like, all my cousins, Tabba, Maddie, Erica, all y'all. Like, I had sleepovers with y'all, too. But as school-wise, no, I didn't, because we, live far. But I remember, what shit did we do? I remember one time we were at Ava's house. It was all of us. It was like me, Chase, Paula, Reese. Yeah, it was like all of us. And what did we do? We made pizzas. This was a fun night. This was a fun sleepover because I remember this. This was way back. This was probably 2007. Okay. It was about 2007, 2008, maybe somewhere around there. And it was all of us, and we all went to Ava's. We all went to her dad's house. And we made pizza. We made pizza from scratch. And we made some type of dessert. I forget what dessert we made. Did we make ice cream sandwiches? We probably made cookie ice cream sandwiches. I might be wrong. I don't think any of them remember. I'm probably the only one that does remember that. But I think that's what we made. I think we made cookie ice cream sandwiches, and we made pizza from scratch. And then late in the night, we watched, what was the Spider-Man movie? Which one is it that has Tobey Maguire? It wasn't the first one he did. It wasn't the first one he did, but it was like the second or third one. How many Spider-Man movies did Tobey Maguire do? I think he did like 3 or 4. So it was like it was the second or third one of the two. Whichever one has him on the cover, and it's kind of tan. It's kind of, orange looking outside. And I think he's sliding down a building or some shit, and the girl's on his lap, and he's in the black mask or something. I don't know. I have to figure it out. I have to find out which one it is. But that's what we did. And then here is my favorite. Okay, so help me, any of y'all out there. I hope any of y'all remember this, because I have tried to look up this thing for so long and have gotten nowhere. So everybody out there listening, do y'all remember any millennials or Generation Z people? Come into the room for just 2 seconds. Everybody else, you can be excused for a minute. All my Generation Z people and all my millennials babies, come. Come here. Do y'all remember around like the 2000s when like Kids Bop was the shit? Kids Bop was the shit. Like you were waiting every year Kids Bop to come out and to see what songs these motherfucking kids did. You know? So this one time they did a album of current current hits, of current radio hits, but remixed them and turned them into songs about teaching you how to learn multiplication. And they had it for 1 through 12. And every song was telling you how to multiply by, 1, how to multiply by 2, how to multiply by 3, 4, 5, and so on until you got to 12. And it was like it was the funnest way to learn that shit. Does anybody remember that? No? Yes? Please let me know in the comments below. Does anybody remember that? Because I have been trying to find that for so long. And that album was sickening. I remember, what was it? It had Kiss Kiss on there. Kiss Kiss by Chris Brown and T-Pain. It had that on there, and it taught you how to teach the 11s. I remember that. It had Bartender by T-Pain. I think that taught you how to multiply by like 7 or something like that. Or some shit like that. Something like that. It had, what else did it have? It had some Sierra song. I forget if it was Goodies or 1-2 Step. And that taught you like the multiplications of 4 or some shit. I don't know. So far, the internet has shown me that I'm a crazy ass motherfucker that is, making up shit. That has these vivid ass dreams and shit, make me sound crazy. But I swear to you, I know Ava, Chase, Paul, and Reese. I know none of them don't remember this. I'm the only one that remembers this. So everybody else is making me look crazy. But I know for a fact this was an actual album before. I just need to find it. It was just like the Earth, Wind, and Fire DVD. I knew that shit was real. And only till last year, these motherfuckers want to put it out everywhere. I can find this shit on Apple Music now. I can watch the whole damn show and the fucking recording of just the songs. Well, meanwhile, I was back in 2010, 2011, scattering through the fucking... even further back, 2007, when the Fox Hills Mall, before it was done, it had this DVD store. It had a Blockbuster type store that was black. It was on the second floor. If any of y'all remember that, I would go there almost every weekend. Be like, do y'all have this Earth, Wind, and Fire DVD? Cause it's sickening. And they'd be like, no, we have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. And then I would go up and look it up. Well, internet wasn't out yet, but when internet became a thing. Or not when internet became a thing, but when I found out it was a thing, I went to look it up and it was like, we don't know what you're talking about. Do you mean this? And it was like, okay. So I know this exists somewhere. I know this multiplication album exists somewhere. I just need to find it. But I remember doing shit at sleepovers like that. I remember, what would we do? Here's also the thing though. With my cousins, I loved it, but the thing was, it was mostly girls. It was mostly, I was around females, which was always fun. Like playing Barbies with them and shit was always fun, and doing shit like that. Cause I would always just follow what they did. Cause it seemed to me like they always had like this, understanding of like, okay, this is just what we do. And I was like, all right, I love it. So I just go in and just doing, whatever they want, whatever they was doing. I had 4 of them, so it was like, all right, pick one, which one you want to go with, hang out with what they're doing. But I tend to lean more towards the younger ones. PSA, mama, stop fucking the barbers. Mamas, for real, stop fucking the barbers, man. Cause we can see that shit. You can tell that shit. I bring that up because, was it last week? I finally went to go get a haircut. And I went to my first spot and brother had all his appointments filled, so I was like, God damn, fuck. All right, so let me go. Because California, a lot of the shit's open now. Barbers and malls and stuff are open now. That restaurants are open. So knowing that, I was like, let me go see if the spot near the house is open. And it was. So I hop in there, see the brother eating there, eating some good ass looking shrimp and fried rice. Oh, I want to figure out where he got it. I might go down there and ask him, like, hey, bro, where'd you get that shit, man? I didn't eat good. Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, anyway. So I walk in, I'm like, hey, man, you take walk-ins. He's like, yeah. If you want to wait, I'm in, my lunch break right now, but you want to wait? I can get you in like 10, 15 minutes or, I'm like, no, I'll wait for you because I saw him. I'm like, okay, I know this. I've seen this nigga before. He a good ass barber. Like I'm surprised he taking a walk in because usually I see this bro only taking appointments. So I, walked in. Sat there, wait to finish his food. Luckily, it's like this whole like basketball type looking, type building. So we got the pool table right in front of me. You got the basketball hoop indoors, you feel me? The TV's going, playing BET, playing all the, black soulful shit. So I finally get in there. And I'm just sitting down. Brother's like, all right, I'm about to use the restroom real quick, come back. So he's like, just sit down, sit in the chair. All right, sit down. Brother was gone for about maybe 3 minutes, maybe 3-4 minutes, something like that. Because the bathroom, I think, is upstairs or some shit like that. And while I'm there, brother was sitting in the corner waiting for a haircut from, dude cutting somebody else's hair who just finished, thinking he next. And all of a sudden, just this woman walked in with her, I want to say brother was maybe 4 years old. Maybe 3, 4. I'm going to say 4. With a 4-year-old son, walked up to the brother, gave him a hug, was like, hey, babe, hey, what you doing? The boy sat down. The little boy sat down in the chair. Brother got right to cutting brother's hair, little man's hair. Got right to doing it. Homegirl walked out. Left. Little man getting this cut. Freshest cut I ever seen on a 4-year-old. I just seen this man cut this other dude, 2 people's hair. I just seen this man cut 2 people's hair and give him just the, all right, you good. But he going all executive on little dude. He going all giving him the luxury suite, expensive, time. This motherfucker brought out a magnifying glass for a minute. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. So I was like, okay. And then I saw that, I'm like, man, he going ham on little dude's head. He going crazy. So I'm sitting there and I'm getting my hair cut by at this point. Meanwhile, brother in the corner is pissed, like, wait a minute, I thought I was next, and brother comes in, homegirl finally comes back after about an hour or so. Homegirl comes back, sees the haircut, likes it, tells brother, I want this changed up a little bit. He does it quickly. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Takes the little cape off, dusts him off, give him the shine, the spam, all that. Girl takes the kid. Kid wanders around, looks in the mirror. She looks at him and homegirl looks at barber and tells him, I'm going to come back in what I think she said. I'm going to come back 3 weeks, bring my other son and him for, another one because they're going to need it for the 18th or some shit. I think she said some shit like that. I'm going to bring him back on the 18th. And he said, all right, cool. And she left. And point, I started putting two and two and three together, and I said, okay. So homegirl gonna walk in the middle of the day at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the busiest hour when everybody finally off work, done with school, to finally get a cut, because barber's been closed for a while. So we finally can get a cut. So you know there's gonna be a bunch of walk-ins. And you come in with your kid, with your 4-year-old, sit him on a chair and have him get the best haircut in the room. And you leave him there with the dude. And you come back and take the kid and don't pay the man? You fucking him. You fucking him, baby. I don't care what you say. Ain't no motherfucking way you are doing that. Ain't no way you ever gonna see a brother do that anywhere, any other time else. Any other time else is a man taking his son, you see him whip the wallet out. Even if it's his homeboy, it's like, oh, hey, bro, I'm gonna cash app it to you. I'm gonna, get on the PayPal. Man, fuck that. I don't trust money. I ain't trust y'all motherfuckers. Fuck, I better have the cash money right now. And you mean to tell me she can walk up here with her ratchet ass with a kid and get a free haircut, leave him here with you, and book 2 appointments for her other child and this one? Come on now. Come on now. Don't lie to me in my face. Don't lie to me. Have any of y'all seen the United States versus Billie Holiday? I finally got to watch it. What was that? I think last week. Now, I knew about Billie Holiday. I knew about a lot of her life. I remember doing a full essay in history class just for fun. That's the type of nigga I am. About Billie Holiday, about her life, about how her drug addiction, her battle with drugs, and the battle towards her because she took drugs was not a war against drugs, was really a war on, her. Because I knew how much of an outspoken person she was, of an outspoken artist she was. She was very much how she was portrayed in the movie. She was very much like that. Like, I say what the fuck I want. That's very much what she gave. That's very much who she was as a person. So I knew a little bit about the story. I love her music. I love Billie Holiday's music. Anytime you come into my house, if my personal house, my house that I have myself, my own house, anytime you come in there, I guarantee you there's gonna be sage burning, candles lit, and a Billie Holiday playing. I guarantee you. Her whole discography. I just, you walk into my house, that's what's happening. So Hulu put out this movie, United States versus Billie Holiday, and it tells the story of the famous jazz singer Billie Holiday, about her famous song, "Strange Fruit," which is a poem about a lynching. And it tells the story of how the feds, tried to destroy Billie and tried to, shut her up and get her to stop singing the song, and used the drugs as, ammo to silence her and to, destroy her career. Luckily, in my opinion, it didn't. It just helped her career even more. But she did battle with a lot of demons. She did battle with a lot of stuff. She battled, growing up very poor. She had to deal with, going to jail at a young age. She had to deal with, having her mom put her in, prostitution at a young age. She's dealt with a lot in her life, So the movie was great. I want to say that the movie was great. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Loved everything about it. Loved how they did it. Loved how it was told. Loved how it was shot. Loved the casting. Loved the costumes. Loved the hair, except for that one wig. It's that one wig. If y'all watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about. It's the one wig when she's singing. I forget what she's singing, but it's a ponytail. It's when Jimmy comes back. It's when Jimmy comes back when he's with the girl in the club and he comes back and he fights Lewis. Yeah, that one in the dressing room. It's that hair. It was like, okay, did baby have no edges back then? Oh my, like, oh my God, y'all really put a fucking hairline on Andra Day. Oh my God. But other than that, it was great. I loved it. I think Andra Day did magnificent. She definitely deserved the Golden Globe. Shout out to Andra Day for winning the Golden Globe for Best Leading Actress. I love the way I love what Andra did. She really captured Billie, and I think it was a perfect fit. I think it was a perfect role for her to do. There were some other singers, other actors that I thought could have played Billie, but I did love the fact that they gave it to Andra and she delivered. She really, got invested in this role. If I'm not mistaken, she said that she started drinking, smoking, and cursing to really get into the role. Now, I saw something on the Breakfast Club and they took it down. I don't know if it was credible, but there was something about they said something that she dealt with addiction trying to get into the role. I don't know how credible that is. I don't know if that is true or not. But if that's the case, then Andra, wow. Whoa. We talk about getting a little too deep into the role. Just a little. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little. But I don't know how credible that is because Breakfast Club took that down. So, and I don't think Andra Day has really spoken on anything about it. So I don't know how credible that is. But other than that, I loved it. I love the casting. I love the storytelling. I love what it said. I think it was a good movie. I think it was a movie that we really needed to hear, especially in these times, what we're going through now. After the crazy ass bullshit year we had last year, and all the devastation that we had to deal with as a country, as a society, as a community. It was a good movie because it was a good movie. Two, it was a fun movie. It had humor in it. It was great storytelling. It had twists. It had great cinematography. It had jokes. It had seriousness. It had life lessons. It educated some people. It showed the light of some things. It showed the darkness of things that need to be shown. It was a perfect movie to kind of start there. It reminded me very much of, not to say that they're the same thing, but I kind of felt the same way after watching Black Panther when it first came out. Because I saw that, the first week it came out in February of 2018. And after watching that movie, it just almost set the precedent for the rest of that year. Because to me, that's the best year I've lived in my whole 21 years of life. But I remember how walking out that movie, I just felt so, educated and enlightened, empowered in just everything positive. And that's how I felt with Billie watching this movie. So, and around the same time in the beginning of the year. So I hope this movie does set the precedent in a positive way of how we are going to move as a country. We have a new president now. It looks like we're moving in, very good positive places. A lot of people are getting vaccinated now. Shout out to my mom. She got vaccinated. Shout out to my grandmother. She got vaccinated. Shout out to my friends. Some of them out there have gotten vaccinated. The ones that are, necessary workers, all that. Shout out all to y'all. We love y'all. So, it looks like we're moving, in a better place. It looks like we're moving to a better spot. And, I'm liking that. So, finally, ooh, that was flat. What? Finally, it has happened to me. Yeah. Finally, finally. There we go. Finally, is that E? Finally, it has happened to me. Yeah, okay. I ain't paying. Y'all ain't paying me to sing. Why am I doing this? Speaking of singers. Do 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 do. Sippin', sippin', sippin'. What you doing? What you doing? Bam boom. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh. All right. So a while back, I can't remember when, but a while back. Oh, I'm slobbering at the mouth speaking about this. So we got a tweet, a message, a telegraph, a note from the great Bruno Mars and the great Anderson Paak, stating that we have locked in together and made an album. Y'all getting the first song Friday. The band is called Silky Sonic, with special guest host Boosie Collins. Now, when I tell you I read that and said, okay, somebody's fucking with me. Somebody's fucking with me. Somebody is absolutely fucking with me here. Because no way you are telling me that these two are locked in together and put an album and put a full project, not just a song. I would have been happy with just a song, but a full project. Oh, I can't wait for this. I sat there looking at my phone. Oh, I can't wait for this. Oh, this is oh. First of all, let me say this. I think it was a very smart idea for them to connect. And honestly, I should have saw it coming. I really should have saw it coming. And I was right, because they did say in an interview that they did start working on the shit when they went on tour back in 2017, and I knew that because who opened for Bruno on that European tour? Anderson did. So I knew I should have saw that coming. I should have been like, okay, these motherfuckers obviously on the tour bus together cooked something up, did something. They had to have done something. I should have known that. So after realizing that, I said, okay, this makes total sense now. I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Like, they're really going in. This is not just, oh, this is a rumor, or this is we're thinking of doing this, or we might do that. No, this is almost damn near confirmed. We have a cover. And that cover is sickening. It reminds me of some Motown shit, which this whole era is reminding me of. But we have a cover. We have the name. We have a group name for these two now. We have a guest host. And we finally got the song. So we finally got the song, Leave the Door Open. And we got the intro to the album. And like I said in the beginning of this episode, y'all, I hope y'all have y'all Silky Sonic Durags on for this. I mean, wow. Who y'all came to see tonight? Who gon' get this feeling moving something? Who gon' get this feeling just We'll lock it in there. Don't have us lock this girl down for nothing. Oh, come on. That is how you open an album. That is how, all you people out there that think y'all know how to do intros, y'all don't. This is how you open an album. That is how you open an album. Right there. The of course the OG original Anderson Paak drums. You know it when you hear it. You know Anderson Paak's drums when you hear him play it. You hear the funk that Bruno gives, that Anderson gives. You can see where they were inspired. And then you get to Leave the Door Open, and you just hear it, and you're like, Bootsy, you did this. You had something to do with Leave the Door Open, didn't you? You produced something, because this is very much your realm. It's very much his realm. And Anderson's, too. I loved Anderson on it. Loved how they wrote it. It was like, 5 different sections. And I lived for it. I totally lived for it. The video was everything. I lived for the video. I live. Can this be a whole movie, please, of Anderson and Bruno just as these like old ass, 60s artists on signed to Motown? Like, can this really? Can y'all really do that? Cause I would live. I would live for it. And I'm just excited. I give the song a bop. Obviously, I loved it. Loved everything about it. Loved the writing. Loved the melodies. I'm excited to hear the rest of the album. I want to know how long this album is. Is it a good 12? Is it a good 9? I know, Bruno, how much you love that 9. That 9 number. I know how much you love that. Cause to me, an album is always great when it's 12. When it's 12 songs, to me, it's always great. I always love it. Always will. Is it longer than that? I don't know how I feel if it was longer than 13, to be honest with you. I don't know how I feel. It kind of seems a little too much, unless it's just that good. I know they have way more songs than that, but I'm talking about just the project, But I'm excited. I'm waiting for it. I was texting my one of my team members, my choreographer Serena, and we were just like, it's everything. I'm waiting for it. We still don't have a date for the album, but it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. As long as we have no, disruptions, no anything like that, we should be good. We should be good. We should be good, All right, y'all. So before we get out of here, I want to add this new thing before doing the inspirational, positivity, ending the episode off on a good note. I want to get into putting, because of this quarantine and because of this pandemic, I know a lot of us have probably been left to just ourselves. I know I have. To entertain ourselves and keep ourselves amused. And I know one of the ways that we do that is, through music. And lately I just been getting so sick of my music, man. I just been getting so sick of my music. I can't listen to radio no more because it's the same shit over and over again. I need something new. I need something fresh. So recently in 2020, I started, socializing and finding a lot of these, new artists, these new young artists on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, stuff like that. And they making some fire shit. So, and, a bunch of these artists, they might be known, but you don't know them that well. You don't know the stuff that they put out or whatever the case may be. I just want to put out this new music that I've been finding because I'm telling you, I have been jamming to this shit and I really want to put y'all onto some of this stuff. So I want to put in this new segment called Slappers that we do at the end of the show where I play a little bit of a slapper, in my opinion, a good ass song, a good vibe, a good tune that I think y'all would like. If y'all want to check it out, I'll leave all the information in the description below if y'all want to look up the artist. If y'all like it, if y'all fuck with it, then great. I hope I put y'all on to some great ass music. If you don't like it, there's something wrong with you because I always play good shit. Alright, you heard? Shout out to Jim Jones. So this week for Slappers, let me turn the speaker on. So this week for Slappers is not a new artist, but it's a new song from this artist, and it's fire. It's a fire song. I found this. I think it was on. How did I think I just stumbled into this, but I heard it and I was like, this is a song. This right here this is a song that no one else is doing. You know, no one's vibe is like this. No one's vibe is as crazy as this. No one's on this type of planet, and it's just a jam. So I want to play this for y'all right now, real quickly. This is my boy Domani, son of T.I. Shout out to T.I. Shout out Tiny. My boy Domani, Domani. The song's called Henny and Crystals. Y'all check it out.
Yeah, she like Henny and crystals, a little weed here and there. Her skin shine like the disco, get tangled up in her hair. Yeah, she like Henny and crystals, a little weed here and there. Her skin shine like the disco, get tangled up in her hair. I can see me with this guy for life. What's your name? What's your sign? What's your moon, your sun, your rise? What's your lies? What's your truths? What's that tattoo on your thigh? What's your occupation? You get off at 9, how about I scoop you up by 10, peek inside your mind? How about you tell me nothing? Let me tell you about you. Right now you acting shy, but I get it about you, but in a good way. You know what I meant. Your headphones in, but I can tell it ain't no music playing in it. But if it was, you probably be listening to Lauryn Hill or something real, but still play Future when you wearing heels. A good mix, a good balance. I'm guessing you a Libra. I'm Domani, I'm a Pisces. Pleasure to meet you. Before we split, how about we exchange digits? I know you doing things busy and probably won't hang with me tonight. Well, I don't mind if we just talk for a while. Here go my number to dial, whatever to make you smile. She like crystals, a little weed here and there. Her skin shine like the disco, get tangled up in her hair. And she like Henny and crystals, a little weed here and there. Her skin shine like the disco.
Domani, Domani. If y'all want to go check that out right now, go check it out. It's called Henny and Crystals. I hope y'all check that out and like that. I hope y'all fucked with that. I really fuck with that. I really found that. I forget. That came out, I think, what was that, in February, and I found that, I think, like 2 weeks ago. I just stumbled on it. And I was just like, this is a vibe. It's just such a vibe. You know, I was like, you can play this anywhere. You can play this with your girl. You can play this with the homies. You can play this on that, 2 a.m. ride in the whip. You know, it's just a good song. So anyway, I hope y'all like Slappers. I hope y'all will support. I hope I put y'all onto some great ass music, man. Cause, like I say, I always play good shit. Alright, y'all, so we gonna get out of here. This is the end of the episode. Thank y'all so much for listening. If y'all have stayed with me for this long, we've been talking for a good 74 minutes. And I live for that. I love doing this podcast. I love talking. As I always say, I love doing this with y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all off on this episode with, get your energy right, man. That's what I'm gonna tell y'all. On Saturday, we will have been a year locked down in this pandemic. And we have, our lives have totally changed within this year. A lot of stuff has happened. A lot of horrible shit has happened. A lot of great shit has happened. A lot of confusing things have happened. A lot of, things that we don't understand quite yet. A lot of, questions. A lot of confusion. A lot of anger. A lot of, rebirth. A lot of, rethinking. A lot of new things coming. A lot of new things are coming in this, decade, in the 20s. And I feel like it's really good. I feel like, last year was such a shitty year, but it was also a year of, redoing a lot of stuff, aligning a lot of stuff, right. And I think that this decade is going to be a very good decade. I feel like the 20s is going to be a very good decade. because just how it's been going off now, it feels like we're moving to a positive start now, moving to a better place. So because we're moving into a better place, I feel that the appropriate thing for all of us to do is to get our energy right again. I think we need to get our energy right. We need to, go outside, feel the fresh air, smell some roses, get some beautiful scents in your body. Sage the room, sage your house. Get all the old energy pre-pandemic or during the pandemic. Get all that shit out of here. We about to be out this shit in a minute. All of us about to be vaccinated. We about to start living our lives again. We about to start going to school and going to work, going to parties, going to clubs, going to kickbacks, all of that. We about to start doing that again. So when that happens, we need the energy right, man. You don't need the same energy of feeling like, we're still in a pandemic, We need, that good energy. We need that new energy. We need that 20s energy, the roaring 20s energy. We need big dick energy. You feel me? So that's my advice for this episode. I hope y'all take it. I hope y'all enjoy this episode so much. Thank y'all so much for listening. I love y'all so much. I don't know when I damn post. I'm just coming back with stuff, whenever I feel like it. Yeah, so y'all can catch every episode now. We have 8 episodes now. Y'all can catch this episode and all the other ones on YouTube. Just search up the Marqús Fresh Show podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all so much for listening. Is there anything else I'm forgetting? Hey, it's Grammy week. I hope y'all tune into the Grammys. I hope y'all like it. I want to see how they're gonna do it. I want to see what they're doing with it. I want to see how they're gonna do it. It's daylight savings time on Sunday. Y'all remember to turn your clocks, forward. We losing an hour of sleep. But good thing it's not gonna be looking like 10 o'clock in the morning and at night anymore when it's only 6:45. I'm gonna like that a little bit. But we do lose our sleep. But y'all remember to do that. I know there's a bunch of people out there that always forget to do that. Young kids stay in school. Bitches stay off the pole. Niggas stay off the block. And all y'all be safe out there. I love y'all so much. I will see y'all whenever I come back. I love y'all. Bye.